So when a ball hits the freaking strike zone, it's a goddamn strike! Welcome everyone to the inaugural cold take of the week, or as we like to call it, you don't know ball. Because yeah, sure, we don't know ball, but the stuff that we are going to find, this is going to be a recurring segment. We're going to find something posted wherever, some take that is just literally the most ice cold freezing take that we've ever seen.
Yes, completely brain dead.
So we actually found a great one this past week from Icyvert?
Icyvert on Twitter, I believe.
Icyvert on Twitter. This individual has 114K followers.
So well respected within the sports community.
Props
to them.
Well respected within the sports community. And you are going to see this and you're going to think, what the hell is this guy talking about? So we're going to pop this up on the screen. He's talking about the ABS, the new ABS system. And in particular instances when people challenge, obviously there's going to be some close calls.
Yep.
As you'll see, he pops up a picture, and it is a call that was overturned to be a strike because it barely caught the strike zone.
Just a little bit of the ball.
Just a tad.
Tiny little bit.
And that's a strike, right? But Icyvert says, yo, it caught the strike zone. This can't be a strike. It can't. It was only there by an inch. If it's just an inch, how could it be a strike? We can't allow that. That's just so minute. And Icyvert, I get it, dude. I really do. Like when someone goes out of bounds, right, in a basketball game, if their toe just touches the out of bounds line, that can't be out of bounds. He was barely out of bounds, right? He was barely out of. Why are we? Come on now, Blake. Am I being ridiculous here?
You're not. Maybe just a little bit.
I don't understand. I think that's totally fair. When a ball catches the strike zone.
I mean, everybody knew exactly what we were getting into when the MLB implemented the ABS system. It's a strictly defined strike zone. There's no ambiguity. It's purely objective. If the pitch, it hits the strike zone at all, it is a strike. It is black and white, night and day. There shouldn't be any room for people to complain. I've seen a couple people now, like Icyvert, say if a pitch is barely touching the zone, it should be a ball. It's too close. That wasn't the intent of the rule, and I think that's just it makes no sense. If the pitcher throws a strike, they throw a strike. It doesn't matter if the ball barely hits the zone. Like
it's a strike zone, right?
It's a strike zone, yeah.
In sports, you need to have boundaries because obviously you're playing a game where there's gonna be gray areas, and if you don't have boundaries, that the game's gonna become ambiguous and in some perspectives. In baseball, you have the most basic example of boundary called the strike zone. It's been around for a century and more. And what the ABS system does, Icyvert, it technologically measures where the strike zone is. So when a ball hits the freaking strike zone, it's a goddamn strike. Sorry. I'm just
getting a bit passionate there.
I just saw that and I was just like, I don't understand how you can call it ridiculous. This is getting ridiculous.
I think the real problem is they're never going to be satisfied. So what's the outcome here? What does he want to see? You change the rule so that 10% of the ball has to be in the strike zone, 25%, 50%.
Yeah, you can't be measuring area. Are you kidding me?
Well, it doesn't matter. Wherever you cut it, there's always going to be close calls where the call is going to be a millimeter off of being a strike, of being a ball. People are never going to be happy. If you complain about this, you are never going to be satisfied with ABS. And it's here to stay, so stop being a baby. Accept the best form of this. If the ball touches the strike zone, it's a strike. Nice and simple, not complicated. Complicated for some, apparently. But, I mean, it doesn't get more basic than this.